Sam's Detailing, and today we're going to be talking about why high foaming shampoos are a complete scam and not what you should be looking for when you're looking at shampoos. Okay, so that's ultra high foaming shampoos, luxurious suds shampoos, ultra luxury suds shampoos, whatever the fancy name is, it's not what you should be looking for. When you're looking at shampoos, we are looking for a good balance between lubrication and suds, like the foamy stuff. Okay, usually we look for somewhere around 60-40, 70-30, this type of ratio. If you think about it, shampoos are pretty damn important. It's the only thing really protecting you during the contact wash between your wash mitt and the paintwork. It's the only chemical sitting there, so it's probably worth investing or getting the best possible shampoo you can for your budget. It's the same applies for tyres. Tyres are the only thing keeping you in contact with the ground, so it's probably worth getting the best possible tyres you can for your budget, of course. So this is why shampoos are so important. They sit there and they help you protect during the wash stage. Your wash mitt will only get you so far. You need the correct product sitting in between, and it is so important. So when we look at lubrication, why lubrication? If you look at exterior detailer or look at quick detailers, they are really well lubricated because they're designed to go on dusty surfaces or slightly dirty paintwork, and that's why there's genuinely lots of lubrication in the quick detailer. It's to help engulf the dirt and take it away safely away from the paintwork. Same with clay lubricant. When you get a clay lubricant, is it a high foaming lubricant or is it like a really slick lubricant with the clay bar? It's obviously really slick. It's not a high foaming product because the lubrication is what keeps you safe when you're using the clay bar over the paintwork. And the exact same philosophy applies to shampoo, and this is so often overlooked. It's really annoying, but yeah, it's so often overlooked. So I'm going to try and show you an example on my car, and I'm not sure if it's going to go great or if it's even going to work, but let's try it and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to be working on this rear wing here, and I want you to pretend that this is a wash mitt and this is a dirty panel that we're going to be washing with the wash mitt. Now, if I was to go over with the wash mitt over the panel, can you hear the scratching? It sounds very rough, and obviously that is extremely bad for your paintwork, okay? You're going to be causing no amount of damage if you're going with the wash mitt on dry paintwork, on the dirt. You're going to be scratching that in, which you can hear. Now, I've mixed up some shampoo with a lot of suds. If I was to take the suds and put it on the paintwork, just need to dry my hand. So if we put the suds on the paintwork, and we take our wash mitt, let's see what impact it makes. We still have an incredibly high amount of friction on the paintwork with our wash mitt. The suds have just collapsed in on themselves and they're not actually doing anything. Now, if I was to take some shampoo and put some lubrication on the paintwork, so if we were shampooing the car, we would have this layer of lubricant. Do you hear how no noise? It's now buttery smooth. And that is why it's so important having lubrication and slickness in the shampoo over the foam. The foam didn't do anything for us. It just sat there, collapsed in on itself, and didn't actually offer us any protection during the wash. Whereas the slickness, it's sat there, it's stuck there, and is offering us protection during the wash stage. We're cleaning the panel, but we have a slick layer of lubrication to help us, just like when you're clay barring. Right, so I think that experiment went actually quite well. Definitely better than I expected. When we went in with the wash mitt on the dry surface, you heard how scratchy it was and it was making loads of noises, loads of friction. Then we added like the foam, and the foam didn't do anything. It collapsed in on itself, but the wash mitt was still like dragging, and there was loads of friction and loads of scratching noises. And then we finally added that lubrication and there was no noise. and the wash mitt was gliding across the paintwork with no problem whatsoever. And so that's like a really good way to see it. You add that slickness into the shampoo, and that slickness protects you and reduces the friction, which is what you want during the wash stage with the wash mitt. And so yeah, that is pretty much why we look for slickness. The only real disadvantage is that the more slickness in the shampoo, the more it kills the suds. So you kind of want to look for like a 70-30, 60-40 type ratio. You don't want to have completely zero suds, but you want to have some in there. But the issue is finding that balance between the suds and the slickness. So yeah, that was pretty... I'm quite happy with how that went. You're probably wondering then, why don't all detailing companies make just like a slick shampoo? And like pretty much the only reason is like making a slick, like high quality shampoo is actually really, really difficult, and it's also very expensive. Whereas making a high foaming shampoo is pretty much dirt cheap, and it's so easy to make. It's just one of those tricks of the detailing industry that goes on, which just really, really annoys me. And we're not going to get into that too much. So anyway, that's Sam's Detailing checking out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Take care, be safe, stay well, and until next time, take care.